Hit the lights. It's boner time.
Hey guys, you telling the story about the herd and the phone in the hotel reminded me when I was a kid. There's a guy in a group of friends, and every time he saw a payphone, he would just hawk up the biggest lube he could and spit it in the earpiece, just hang it up, and then just keep going about his way. Ever since I saw him do that, I never used a payphone again.
Your friends are all kind of douchebags.
As far as that Amy robot, oh my God, that bitch is shaped like a dollar bill.
Like my body?
Flat ass, that motherfucker flat as a goddamn shuffleboard.
You're a carpenter's dream. You're flat as a board and easy to screw.
I do believe that Tiger's ex-girlfriend is referring to the oral agreement as she was blowing him and said, Tiger, can I stay here for 5 years? And he's like, yeah. Just keep going. Just keep going. That's her oral agreement.
You remember that, Tiger?
Kind of.
I think you guys are being just a little hard on Tiger Woods. Some people are saying that he sent his girlfriend up north to live on a farm where she can chase rabbits and chickens and stuff. So, I mean, that sounds nice.
My longest relationship was like 6 months, and then she farted in her sleep. I'm like, I'm out of here, man. I was gone before she woke up.
The fucking draft. I played poker on Wednesday night. All these guys talk about is the draft. I go to bowling. All these people talk about is the draft. At work, people want to talk about the Lions draft. It's so stupid. I hate these people.
Swing and a miss. Slam dunk. Touchdown. Sports.
Hey, it's about 4 p.m. and I decided to test your theory that 97.1 always talks about the draft, so I paused your podcast, turned 97.1 on, and 97.1. I'm happy to say they were not talking about who the Lions were going to take in the draft.
Good job.
They were talking about who the Kansas City Chiefs were going to take in the draft in the 4th round. So, really something that anybody on the planet gives a fuck about outside of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now that's the kind of journalism that I find utterly and totally obnoxious.
WDRW, what a shitty radio station. Elvis Costello, Talking Heads, and Coldplay. God damn it. WWTF.
What kind of radio show is this?
Hey, I was watching the Jason Carr Drive show, said no straight guy ever.
How come chicks are into this dude anyway?
Hey, I like pepperoni and mushrooms on my pizza. Oh, I remember the Noid. Avoid the Noid. Domino's. And I remember Highland Appliance and Fretters, but they're close. Oh, wait. No, sorry, wrong podcast.
Car. You guys are killing me. It's not Saunders. It's Sanders. Come on. You call Barry Saunders, Charlie Saunders, Colonel Saunders? No, it's Sanders. And that is what the hot fudge is. It's Sanders hot fudge. Get it right, please.
Fudge packer.
The name is Sanders. 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 There is no U. I don't see a U. Do you see a U?
You, that's all you care about.
You guys have been spending quite a bit of time talking about the new Jason Carr podcast. I'm not a Jason Carr fan, but you might want to just ease it up a little bit on him. Sounds like he's assembling quite a badge army over there.
You think he's handsome?
And I know you guys don't want a bunch of blue-haired badges showing up outside of the Red Shovel Network studios with picket signs.
If you think he's so handsome, go marry him.
Who would win in a fight? Olivia Dunn's boner army or Jason Carr's badge army?
Oy, my uterus is killing me.
It'd be great if we could get some kind of like event where we can get those two armies together and just hang out or maybe matchmake them or do some kind of fight to the death or something like that. That'd be sweet.
Okay.
You guys are talking about Dax Shepard's podcast. I live in Wall Lake. I grew up in Wall Lake. I never got molested.
Huh.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And it wasn't Hillbillyville or alcoholism or anything like that back in the 80s and 90s. I don't know where he's coming up with that.
That lying piece of shit!
Fucking A, I grew up in the same area Dax did. Was he walking around looking to get slugged or what? And then Pam Anderson saying Whartonville, all snotty. Like, cases of hepatitis went down 3,000% when that skank left that area.
You got hepatitis.
So just got done watching season 1 of the Righteous Gemstones. I know.
Slow down.
I get it. I love Drops in the Wild, and that show did not disappoint. It was just drop heavy.
Cool mushroom tip.
Fantastic pickings.
Will they also go down on my butthole?
So my only question I have is,
Who wants to suck an old man's dick?
All right, I know. Go on, nerd. Get out.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go.
Jeez, Drew. All you ever do is talk about the Murdoch case.
Alec Murdoch.
That being said, it now is produced one of my new favorite drops. Paw.
New drop alert. The show on March 2nd at the 57-minute line. Drew says,
I just got turned on.
Did Jim Bentley get a vasectomy? Because sounds like Jim Bentley got a vasectomy.
I'm about to bust. Where's my dick?
Mark, Tom Sizemore was not in Reservoir Dogs. That's Michael Madsen. They're easy to confuse. Michael Madsen is the poor man's Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore was not in Reservoir Dogs. I think you might be confusing him with Michael Madsen. He was never, ever in Reservoir Dogs.
Tom Sizemore was not in Reservoir Dogs. Michael Madsen was. So was Chris Penn. He was not in Reservoir Dogs.
Mark was saying that Tom Sizemore was in Reservoir Dogs. Well, he's not.
Mark. Tom Sizemore was nowhere near Reservoir Dogs. He was not in Reservoir Dogs.
add me to the montage of that was Michael Madsen in Reservoir Dogs, not Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, Mark, I'm watching Reservoir Dogs. Do I need to watch the extended version or something? Because I don't see Tom Sizemore.
I was wrong. I'm not too big to admit when I'm wrong.
All right, the movie that I saw in middle school, which we actually had to get a waiver for, was Glory.
I want me some glory hole.
And I remember thinking, oh, what a piece of shit this is going to be. And within the first few minutes, heads are getting blown off by cannons. Fucking awesome. Watched it the whole way through.
Kaboom, blam, kablamo!
I went to Catholic high school. For whatever reason, our religion teacher had us watch Meet Joe Black. Pretty awful movie.
Brad Pitt, I was never a big fan of his.
About the movies you guys watched in high school, I went to K-PAC.
Nobody cares.
My world cultures class with Mr. Marska. We watched Scarface.
You lied.
Nobody will believe me, but it happened.
Say hello to my little friend!
Movies that we saw in high school. When I was in 11th grade, in my U.S. history class, when we got to the unit about civil rights, we watched Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood in school. Swears and shooting and blowjobs and all.
I wish my babies could have the same sort of teacher, the same sort of friend.
We watched Arachnophobia in economics class, sophomore year of high school. I don't remember what the connection was between spiders and economics, but it was awesome.
That was awesome.
I do remember a history class. We watched Gettysburg. Now that doesn't sound okay. That seems pretty normal. That doesn't sound crazy. However, I had classmates that were like, wait, is this based on a true event? Yeah, the Civil War, you idiot.
People were slaves in history? Nuh-uh.
You've Got Mail was extremely popular. Every time we had a sub in marketing class, that one came up.
Bing! You have mail. How cute.
You've got mail.
I have to say, I find the Charlotte and Annie interview at the end of Friday's podcast far more interesting than John Lovett. That dude has about as much energy as the DTE power grid in a nice storm.
I have an audio separated at birth, Maddie and Annie singing Frozen songs.
I can hear you.
Sounds like a #1 hit tune, all right.
Quiet.